November is National Native American Heritage Month, and one student at OCTECH is working to raise awareness about the Native American genocide and misrepresented history at her school. Our Gabriela Meza tells us more.
Marisol Chavez is an Indigenous student leader and junior at OCTECH who has worked on a passion project with the goal of educating others.
I undertook a passion project about Native American genocide awareness. As a Native American, going through the educational system, they never bring up topics about the Native Americans. And when it's ever mentioned, it's misrepresented, such as Columbus. We can go into the history and find out Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. There were Native Americans here, and he thought he landed in India, but in reality, he didn't, which is why through a lot of legal documentation, Native Americans are called Indians.
Chavez's project highlights 4 topics she chose to shed light on. Those included the history of broken treaties, boarding schools, the Navajo code talkers, and traditional regalia. Chavez said that over the course of a year, she studied and worked on her passion project while immersing herself in the culture.
During the summer, I stayed with my grandparents on my mother's side to attend a camp for Native Americans, and from there I stayed with my grandparents, and it was to take the Navajo language classes.
After much work, Chavez presented her project to educators at OCTECH, and with the help of her teachers, principal, ECISD, and Odessa College, she has begun educating the community.
I've never thought that anybody would care to hear what I have to say, but at the same time, it makes me realize that there are people that are willing to hear what I have to say, and all it took was some courage.
So far, Chavez has presented her project to fellow students at school, displayed her essay titled, "Why I Don't Celebrate Columbus Day and Thanksgiving as a Native American" throughout the school halls, and hosted 4 events at OC with the help of student life staff.
We had a student from OCTECH sit down with a big group of us and kind of just told us what her experience is, what her family experience was, the history behind it, and it was just so very moving. She's just very passionate about it, so when she just gets up there and starts talking, like, it's like she's in her own world, you know.
And the inspiration behind it all is Chavez's family.
My inspiration for this project is mainly my family. I grew up on the Navajo reservation. I grew surrounded around the understanding to acknowledge my heritage, understanding how proud my grandparents were, despite all the things that, life doesn't really offer towards a Native American. My great-grandmother, Catherine Smith, she lived on Black Mesa, and she went through when they enacted the Navajo Hopi land settlement. The BIA came to her and told her that she had to leave. And not just with her story, but my maternal grandfather, he went through the boarding school system. This is a reality that you have to live through, and you can't change it. Despite it all, you try to preserve it. You try to continue. And through that, you have to represent your culture and acknowledge who you are.
Chavez said her goal at the end of the day is to educate, encourage empathy, and inspire other students.
We as a people need to look on other situations, even though we ourselves aren't suffering from it. We need to be able to have empathy for those people. This is shown throughout history. We do not want to repeat what happened to the Native Americans.
Both Chavez and the staff at OC who helped coordinate the events encouraged more students to come forward with things they are passionate about and wish to share. Reporting from Odessa, Gabriela Meza, ABC Big 2 News.